Today on the channel, we're back at it with another unboxing from the Marvel Zabu Wave with the Red Widow, Ikaris, and Cable.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends Zabu Build-A-Figure Wave unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Red Widow, we got Ikaris, we got Cable. But for all your Marvel Legend needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. And we're going to go ladies first. We're going to go the old Red Widow here. And I don't think I ever heard of Red Widow until this line was announced. This was also one of those teaser ones the Hasbro team stuck out there, kind of a little peek under the tent, what's to come in the future. We did see that with this Red Widow. Of course, part of the guard there, the winter guard there, we've seen them in the past as well. So it'll be interesting to put her with the rest of that team. We'll do some of that in the glamour shots. So stay tuned for that in this very video. But let's look at the packaging first. Once again, Fan Central exclusive is what this line is. So you're looking at the Entertainment Earths of the world, the Big Bad Toy Stores, the DJC Collectibles, the GameStops, I believe, as well. You just won't see it at Target and Walmart, I guess, is the way this one's going to end up going. But Red Widow, a female in the wave here. So there's Red Widow. Looking red, looking like a widow in the package. Sure, why not? Yellow background really does pop against that red. You get the Marvel, you get the name down there. Build-A-Figure, of course. Zabu, our old friend, will build him in a video. Stay tuned for that. On the side, a little artwork. Same artwork on that side. Then on the back, we get a little bit of blur. We got the cross-sell. We've unboxed all these on the channel. Make sure you're checking them out. And we will Build-A-Figure and rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. So stay tuned to that as well. But it does say the silent and mysterious Red Widow is an assassin trained in the Red Room to serve in the super-powered Winter Guard. So there you go. Like I said, put her with the rest of the Winter Guard, and we'll be truly off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. A little plastic prison action there. Looking good. And let's get her out of the package. Uh-oh, we got some of that tape. Some of that Todd McFarlane tape. No Todd McFarlane tape here, but we do definitely have some tape. And it looks stronger tape than normal. It could be Cambodian. There's only one way to find out if it's the actual Cambodian tape. Nope, doesn't taste like human beings, so it isn't from Cambodia. So we do know that. See you later, goodbye. Zabu, we got a little leg action. Put that part of our pile there. Let's dive into the accessories here. We do get a Fist of Fury and a splayed out hand, and then you get two gripping hands out of the package. So you get really all your choose your own hand adventure action going on right here. Looking good, of course. Got to be able to throw some punches and bunches. We know how that goes. Now we do get this little staff here, a double-bladed staff. Have we seen this before? I feel like we just saw this fairly recently in a different Marvel Legend. I could be dreaming. Maybe I am, but I felt like we just recently saw this. We get the red in the handle, silverish gray blades going on both directions. You don't want to be on the business end of either end of that one. I can guarantee. There you go. But now we get the old Widow out of the package here. Looking interesting. Looking very red and black. Looks like a female Deadpool, you could say that. Oh, it's a female Deadpool, all dressed up. But we do got big-time power moves. We got a high collar on this one, and that screams power moves all day long. We know how that goes. Big hood over the top. Then a COVID mask. Oh, playing all the hits, I guess. Who knows? But looking very interesting. All in red. White beady eyes, I'm here for that. It really adds a little extra presence to the figure and the character as well. Black there as well, back there. And then you do got the big old, I guess it's a cape. I guess it is cape season rolling on here. It is hard plastic cape, really interfering with a lot of the articulation here, though. There's no doubt it's going to be tough moving arms around, things like that with the cape going on. But you could, hopefully, pop that head off, can I? Oh, it's hard to even get in there. That power moves high collar, of course, as we know. I'll just have to do it later, I guess. We should be able to pop that head off. There we go. Got it. And she should be able to slide right out of there if you wanted to do that, if that is your thing. Slide her out of that cape, and then you just get a little bit more plainer Janer. Plainer Janer? Sure, why not? But it looks a little different here without that cape holding her back there. Big old hula hoop there, head back forth, side to side. Arms all the way around for us, bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. You know I'm here for that. Hands removable back forth, side to side. No traditional waist on this one. Big old splits if you do need it. Legs do go up, thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees once again, and ankles back and forth. Up and down. We got all the articulation we could want with this one. Will she fit on a stand? She's not fitting on any stand. Nope. Her hole is not deep enough. She needs to widen that hole, put a little work in, get that hole out there. It's just not going to happen for us here today. But the Red Widow is in our collections, that is for sure. We do know that at this point here. Now, I don't know, is it one I needed? Maybe not. This is a very deep cut character to me. I'm not aware of this character. Obviously, I know the Widows. I know the whole story there. I just missed the Red Widow along the way. But now we have her in this action figure line. That line being Marvel Legends, and you'll do what you want from there. I'm going to have to lay her down. She won't fit on a stand. It's just hard times. But some good times are upon us, as we do have Cable. Cable, an all-time favorite of mine. I was from that end of the New Mutants X-Force generation. That's where I was cutting my teeth as a little kid. So I'm all in on some Cable. Of course, this isn't necessarily what I think of first with Cable, and we'll do some comparisons later on in this video. But this is a good Cable to have for sure. Looking very good. Looking a lot like he looked in the X-Men animated series and some of the other times. Throughout history, of course, of Cable's history, once again. Zabu Build-A-Figure Wave, all the usual suspects here. Big window box, Cable, Marvel, all the usual suspects. Looking good on the side of the package. Looking even better on the other side. How about that? Glamour shot in the back here. Cross-sell jibber jabber. Let's see what it says about our friend Cable. Cable travels back through time from a dystopian future to help the X-Men as an enhanced telekinetic mutant. And we know Cable, he's got quite the story. See you later. Big Cable guy, of course. If you were a fan of the X-Men in the 90s, you knew all about Cable. He was bringing the big guns like a young AC/DC to the fight on a regular basis, as we know. But not so much here today. He's got a couple of guns, but no extra crazy, wild, big ones, that's for sure. But can I get him out of this tape? Todd, I think they got your tape formula. Todd McFarlane on the couch, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Marvel Legends team has found his tape. So he had a tape supplier deep in the heart of Cambodia. They were making the tape actually out of human body parts, which a little suspect if you ask me. But Todd said it's good tape. Good tape's good tape. I don't care how it's made. See you later. Goodbye. So he rolled with it. I don't know. It was a controversial decision. I'm surprised the news hasn't picked up on that. But it looks like the Marvel Legends team may be diving into some of that as well. Another Zabu leg. We'll get into that in the future. Got a Fist of Fury and a maniacal hand on Cable out of the package. And then over here, 2 trigger hands. You got to have trigger hands for Cable. He's ready to fire all the guns at once. That's what he's ready to do. And then when speaking of guns, we got 2 guns for him here. Almost like a pistol blaster. Both very futuristic. And almost like a revolver of some kind, but they both look like they've been added to in the future, of course. Forge probably helped him out. Who knows what's going on. Black handles on them. Got some barrels in black as well. But looking good, looking like Cable weapons. Maybe a little small. I always think of him with a gun about as big as he is. But not necessarily in this one, I guess, here. But now we're going to dive into old Cable himself. All day long, somebody hands me this head. I know that's Cable. I know the kind of X's around the eye there. And then, of course, the shiny star eye, of course. And the mean mug and frown. And the 5 o'clock shadow. And the white hair. Cable all day long. There's no mistaking this for anybody else. Love the new body style they put Cable on. This seems to work for me pretty good. He's got the X-Men costume on. Of course, you got the X bandages. Bandages? Badges? Bandages, badges, same thing, aren't they? Maybe not. But he's got the X logos there. X marks the spot right down there at the belt, if you know what I mean. Looking good in the yellow. Of course, looks like he's ready to team up with the X-Men right here with the yellow and blue attack. A lot like his dad is what he looks like here. Got wrist guards on both of them, and of course got the old mechanical arm over here, looking very good. But all around, a good-looking Cable, a good feeling, a good-sized Cable as well. His arms go all the way around for us. Double-jointed elbows. Unfortunately, we got those pins, those ugly pins, Hasbro. Let's get rid of them. Hands back and forth, side to side. You do got an ab crunch, a loud ab crunch. You got head back and forth, side to side as usual. Big old Cable splits, doing those futuristic splits. Legs do go up. Thigh cut, nice and hidden around the sashes around his thighs. A little knee pad action. Double-jointed pinless knees. We're here for that. Boot cut, ankles, up, down, side to side, all the usual Marvel Legend articulation over here. But looking good, and we do get a pinless arm over on this side. On the mechanical arm is pinless, so a little bit of a difference between those two there. But hey, I'm here for more Cables. I got 2 Cables in my collection. I'm here for a third. Most collectors that are deep into the Marvel Legends line, you get a lot of Spider-Man figures, you get a lot of Venoms, you get a lot of Cables, Cyclops, whatever it may be. you got different shelves you can put these guys in, and that's where I'm going to do with Cable. Put him on a different shelf somewhere else. But really liking this Cable. This seems to be the hard one to get out of this line at this time, at least. So it might be a little more of a challenge to find the Cable figure, but I'm sure if you're diligent, you'll find him. And speaking of diligence, how about Ikaris? Like a young kid Ikaris on the old Nintendo back in the day. A game that stole your heart and also made you throw the controller on the ground sometimes. But Ikaris, one of those guys that was one of them fancy Eternals that peg-warmed Walmart's, Targets, the world for many, many years, of course. I think there's some stores in my area I could still find some Eternals figures in the Walmart clearance aisle. So a while, those aren't all gone yet. But Ikaris, we do remember him from the movie figure. Now we're getting him in the Marvel Legends wave right here. And I think he's kind of the leader of the Eternals. Kind of, sort of. Kind of field leader, whatever you want to call it. But now we get him in the Marvel Legends. Not sure this one's going to set the world on fire. Awfully plain Jane, as we can see. Little to no accessories with him here. Little angry eyes. Angry eyes right there. Angry eyes right here. And then on the back, he's soaring. Soaring through the sky is what he looks like right there. And then cross-sell, all the usual stuff as well. See what it says about Ikaris. The Eternal Ikaris possesses powers fueled by cosmic energy and became part of human folklore when he guided Atlantean refugees to safety. Oh, save. It's like the Underground Railroad. See you later. Goodbye. Shout out to Harriet Tubman in this. Anybody else shouting out Harriet Tubman in their action figure reviews? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's old Ikaris there. Got a little leg, another little leg. All right, we're adding to the leg collection. Pop those hands out, and pop old Ikaris out. Bam! See you later. All right, we get two splayed out hands here for Ikaris. Red gloved hands is what it is. Now we get down to the main event here. Is this the main event? I don't know, but it is Ikaris here. And if somebody handed me this head, there's no way I'd tell you this is Ikaris. I don't know who I'd think it was. Be interested to hear from you if somebody hands you this head. Would you know who it is? This isn't like he's an A-plus player out there. But he's got the long blonde hair flowing. A little bit of a mean mug face on there. He needs a smile. He looks prettier when he smiles. Looking interesting. Got a big bear top up here. Little V-neck type thing going on. Got a couple of rings there. Got the outfit here. A blue bodysuit throughout with some black striping. And then he's got a little loincloth type thing going on. You got a little cosmic energy, I guess, showing up on that loincloth in gold. Red boots to match the red forearms and the red hands here. And of course, articulation on him. Don't really need to walk through the articulation. Identical to the other ones. However, I will point out, he's got beautiful pinless joints throughout on this one. You know me, playing all those pinless joint hits. I'm here for the pinless joints. Got two Fists of Fury out of the package as well here. So he's ready for some punches and bunches if need be. But an interesting looking figure. Not sure exactly where I'm going to display him in my Marvel Legends collection. What other Eternals have we had comic variety? I know we got the MCU versions. I'm trying to think who we have for comics. Do we have any? Maybe I just got to put him with my cosmic stuff. I'm not exactly sure where he's going to go in my collection. Have to figure that out real soon. Real quick. Real quick. But he does fit on a ringside collectible stand, so we love to see that as well. Not a bad figure, just not a... It's not Captain America. It's not Wolverine. It's a bit player. However, I appreciate a deep cut, and I love these brands that give us all the deepest of cuts, because let's be honest, you're going to sell a lot more Iron Man than you are Ikaris figures, so it is nice of Hasbro to take a plunge a little bit and give us some deeper cut characters every once in a while. You could say same thing about our Widow friend over here as well. Now, Cable, he's a slam dunk, and we see that in the sales already. With Cable setting the world on fire, as we do know. So an interesting threesome right here is what we got going on. A very interesting one with Cable being the standout for me. But of course, we will have another video on this wave. We will do the Zabu Build-A-Figure. We'll put him together, talk about that, run him through his paces, and then we'll rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned to that one. But anxious to hear your thoughts on these three. Pickups, passes, dabbles. Have to imagine, once again, most people will be picking up the Cable figure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We're going to have more content for you on Patreon. Of course, Patreon gets early access to both YouTube channels, plus tons of bonus content. Plus, it supports this very YouTube channel. And you can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Red Widow, Cable, and Ikaris, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.